retreat, I realized that, like Hannah said, there was a lot of fear in my life, and I have a fear of darkness and a lot of stuff. And did you know that 40% of fear is about the future, 30% is about the past, 12% is about weird stuff like spiders crawling out of your head suddenly trying to eat you alive or something, and then there's 10% that's superstition. Well, I had a lot of fear about rejection, darkness. And then also I learned that fear causes lying. I always lie because I'm scared of what might happen and what the outcome becomes. And although I tell myself lying is breaking a commandment and I shouldn't be lying, sometimes I do lie, and I really do regret it. And so I've been trying to stop myself from lying, and it's all because of fear. Fear causes it causes us to do a lot of stuff that we shouldn't be doing, like lying and doing bad stuff that we shouldn't be doing. Like for fear of rejection, if you get temptations of doing certain stuff and able to be with your friends, and it's like peer pressure, like you want to be with your friends and you really want it and you really like them, but they're telling you to do drugs and whatnot, and you know it's not good, but if you say no, then you have the feeling that you're going to be rejected, so you do it, and that shouldn't be something that you should be doing. I learned that I should actually tell them no and make better friends that will not do it. And God loves us no matter what we do, so He sees us all the time, whatever we do, so I should realize that God is always watching me and He'll always be loving me, so there's no reason for me to fear. And also, fear turns into unhappiness. I understand how it feels like, because sometimes, the feeling whenever parents fight, it's really scary and it just brings you a lot of fear and it brings you unhappiness. Like, I went to a great depression when I was in 6th grade due to fear of being rejection. I wasn't the skinniest person ever. I was actually pretty fat, and thanks. And so the thing is that I hated being rejected, so I always stood by myself, trying to stay away from people, and I realized that wasn't good for me. I realized that I was being farther away from God. So when I went to the retreat of fear, I realized that no matter how many times what I do, I should always be repenting, because God is always forgiving and He's everlasting. So I should realize that He will always be there for me, and that's what I was going to say.